Capricorn, I had to look. I just did Aquarius, and you are the last reading I'm recording for June 2026. I'm Rebecca with Empathic Crow Intuitive Services, and although these messages are for June 2026, that's the energy I'm focusing on for the collective because it is a general reading, and there are many people whose energy is being tapped into for this. It may still have messages for you at this time, or if you see it at any other time. Although personal reads are always going to be more accurate and more focused and centered around your situation. So Capricorn, I can't get this song out of my head and I don't know all the words. It's a Madonna song from years ago, but all I keep hearing is a man can tell 1,000 lies. I've learned my lesson well. Hope I live to tell the secrets I have learned. And then I can't remember. And then it goes into, till then it will burn inside of me. If I run away. There we go. That was one of the lyrics. I'd never have the strength to go very far. How will they hear the beating of my heart? Will it grow cold, the secret that I hide? So I'm going to stop because I'm saying you quite a bit of what I can remember the song, but I set for at least a couple of minutes before I came on camera, and that song just kept coming into my head, and I'm not exactly sure where we're going with it. But it's something that you're holding inside of you, whether it's like feels like it's a secret that you have to keep, or it's just even feeling like you have to hide pieces of yourself. Like I said, this could be different for people, and it could be different things. All right, we're starting out with the Love Oracle. I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle a couple of times. Let's see where this goes. All right, so for Capricorn. Okay, these are two very distinct cards here. We have bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words. So this may be what that secret or thing that you're keeping inside is about. And fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing. And I'm seeing right now like a child who, and that could be inner child too. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Trust your intuition, use your discernment. But this feels like an old wound, something that you've been carrying around for a long time. And it may not even be something that you feel like this was the worst thing that could have happened, but it hurt. It came, like I'm feeling like I want to cry right now. It came from somebody that you felt like, I love them. It was 333 when I said that, but this was hurtful. And I feel like right now you don't have the ability to process it with them, whether they're here or not. I feel like there's just this distance. And it's like, I can't say it, and I don't know if it would help to say it. The fantasy card right here, the daydreaming and everything, it feels like that was the child way to get through what was going on. If I just push this down, even though it still hurts and it comes up sometimes, my desert rose selenite is catching my eye right now. I can't get to it, but that may be something that can be helpful to you, kind of cleansing some of this energy. But it feels like pushing it down as a child or very young age, keeping it in, and then trying to move forward, trying to survive by creating this reality that didn't feel real. It felt like you were trying to, or having to make it up, because even though the person may not always have been hurtful, that hurt still lived there. The thorns are really showing like bright to me right now. Like they're really calling out, like if you see like a TV show or a movie or something and a piece of the picture just starts to glow, that's the way I'm seeing it. It's like the thorns are a big piece right here. It's like walking through a briar patch, and you know you have to continue through, but because either way, whether you go backwards or forwards, the briars are already caught in your clothes, your skin, and you're getting hurt. So moving forward, but doing it in a way of trying to survive and get through the situation. Similar to Aquarius, but for different reasons, I'm starting to feel nauseous with this one. I feel like it was just, like I said, even if it wasn't the most hurtful thing that could happen, there was a piece of your heart that just feels like it kind of, it's still there, but I feel like you had to, I'm seeing somebody like scooping it out or carving it out and setting 555 on the clock as I said that, and setting it to the side. That's the visual that I'm getting. All right, so where are we going for you, Capricorn? Is that one? There's a card that definitely, I'll show you so you can see what I'm saying. There's a card, you can see it. It's not the same color, so are you kidding me? This was part of Aquarius's reading. I may have put that in upside down, so I'm going to put it inside there and we'll shuffle through, because I can promise you if cards are meant to come out, they will. So for Capricorn, still getting the similar energy. We've got influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. So that person may not still be here, but it feels like you still feel like you have to pretend. That's the energy I'm getting from this. You're still feeling like you have to pretend. You're still feeling like you have to keep the secret inside. Like I said, even if it isn't like what would shock anybody, even if people experienced it themselves, even if you don't feel like it was the biggest thing that could have happened, to say it out loud, I'm seeing like somebody being worried that they're going to get kickback, that people are going to be upset. So let's get a little bit more information on this. Where are we going? Where are we going? I have several tarot decks in front of me, but I don't know. Let's go with the Modern Witch Tarot. I may have to cover some things up, but I'm near my stones. I kept being called to it, but I was like, do I want to have to try to cover things up? This is Modern Witch by Lisa Sturrell. Spirit, what's going on for Capricorn? The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this is that secret that you've been carrying, whatever it is. It's felt like a burden that you've carried with you. And even though you've been putting in a lot of work, I'm seeing somebody like talking to a therapist, like putting in the work to get through inner child stuff, being able to heal, or even if you're doing it on your own, because I'm seeing somebody doing like intuitive journaling right now. Maybe you're doing both, but whatever it is you're doing to just go through these things from the past and try to release them, you're putting in the work, but it feels like you just don't, there's a stuck point. Like she's kind of standing here looking a bit impatient as she's waiting for this Seven of Pentacles to grow. And I feel like for you, this is whether it's family or friends or whoever within that third party group, there's like this, could even be family members of the other person, but it feels like there's this, I'm healing, I'm growing, but I want to speak my truth, however, or move forward, but being held back. So let's see what else is going on with that. And I Ace of Swords on the bottom. Cutting through all that crap, all the negativity, cutting through those limiting beliefs, cutting through those thoughts, becoming really clear on what it looks like. Letting go of the past. The Death card. We have to let go of the past. There's a new beginning, and it may feel scary to do that, but it's going into it with that curiosity and openness. Why did I say curiosity? The child's open is what I was trying to say. The child's more open. The child doesn't have the same perceptions, the same understanding as an adult does from being shaped by the world around them or situations that cause hurt. And so the child is more open, but there's something about that curiosity. Ooh. So I heard curiosity killed the cat. So with that, it feels like there's a struggle to go forward because of the worry about how the endings come, where they come, if you are open and you speak what it is that you're feeling. But notice there is a sun coming up over here. I mean, the death card really represents change and new beginnings. But yes, in order to have a new beginning, something has to end. And it can feel overwhelming. Like this person over here is looking like they want to faint or they're going to faint. They're looking away. But I was getting the feeling, I guess, that they're going to faint. Like it just, how would I affect other people with my truth? How would I affect other people with my truth? Capricorn, that's what I'm getting. More of the songs coming back to me. Not more of the actual song, but what I had sang, what was it? Will it grow cold, the secret that I hide? Will I grow old? How will they hear? When will they learn? How will they know? Because you're holding on to it tightly. And it is affecting these pentacles. So I don't know, it was 11:55 on the clock. If it's something where, because pentacles is not necessarily just money. It can be abundance in relationships. It can be abundance in anything, just abundance of joy or happiness, contentment, embracing 12:12 on the clock and accepting yourself. But it's like holding on to it. Like even this jacket that the person is wearing, it's like you're still trying to protect yourself, especially with that orange. And then that gold, which looks like a muted yellow, like the solar plexus chakra, like the confidence being stifled or muted. And then with that orange, that sacral chakra, feeling like you can't just exist as you are, be yourself, allow yourself to be like the child with the open and curious mind. There you go. It's stifling that ability to feel like you can be curious and explore in different ways because it feels like you're having to be more rigid. Like the city behind it, I'm seeing it now. It's like I have to follow the rules. I have to follow the rules. I have to stay in line. Yeah. See where we're going with that. We'll continue with this. Luckily, I haven't had anybody that I've had to cover up yet. 2 of Wands. So there are definitely options for you. Again, we've got that orange coming in bright here. It's really deciding what it is for you. The choice that you make, nobody else can dictate that. It's hard sometimes because we know that other people may be affected in different ways, but it's your truth. It may feel like a secret. It may have been a secret, but it's your truth. And our truth, the thing about it is it doesn't mean that other people see it as right, and it doesn't mean that it's wrong. It just means that it's affecting us, and it's how we feel. It's how we experience things. And sometimes it is clearly and definitively the truth, word for word, but other people, their truth is going to be different. Does that make sense? Not to minimize your experiences, but to say, you could be saying that tree is green and somebody's like, well, is it neon green? Is it hunter green? Is it forest green? And you're like, it's green. And neither of you may be wrong. It's just you're saying 2 different things. Justice is coming out though. And with that red shirt and then that equals on the shirt, I feel like it's not only about finding balance, but getting grounded, allowing yourself to, how do I want to put this? I'm hearing the words like embrace you, but that's not what I wanted to say. Now I'm hearing buckle up, buttercup. I haven't heard that in a while. Standing your ground is what I'm hearing as well. And this person is sitting on a green chair, like it's like grounding into your heart, doing what feels right to you. Thank you, Spirit. We finally got there. And there's pink for that heart chakra represented as well. So you've got the heart around you, underneath you, behind you, inside of you. It's you deciding what feels right to you. What will restore a balance for you to where you don't feel like you're having to live in bitterness or in the fantasy just because of third-party influences. That's where this feels like it's coming in. What's going to bring it? Like, this is the sword. Look. The sword of truth. 1555 when I said that. But you decide how that truth presents. You decide if you feel like you need to say something or do something or whatever. I'm seeing where even in my previous life position, career, where sometimes somebody couldn't reconcile something with someone. Maybe they had passed. Maybe the situation was just so difficult that it wasn't worth it. And so that writing could even be writing how you feel, or a letter that maybe you don't send. Maybe you tear it up. Maybe you burn it carefully. Outdoors, preferably, or somewhere that's safe. Or just even get it down on paper. You can throw it away, whatever, but whatever helps you to release in a way that feels comfortable to you, to where you're not just holding it all inside and it's affecting you in ways that aren't helpful to you, but being able to release it. Capricorn, I hope this is making sense and helping you. You've got the Make-A-Wish card on the bottom of the deck. But the thing I always think is funny about this is she does have a smile on her face. But it's almost, she has a similar energy to the Four of Cups with the crossed arms. So I feel like this is not blocking the blessings or abundance things that are coming to you. And to do that, like with this Nine of Cups, cups being emotions, it's being able to release some of those emotions. Notice too that it's this energy of the Four of Pentacles holding on tightly to something, and even these wands where she's holding on to it. And so it's being able to not hold on so tightly that you may be blocking things. And then also, like I said, she's like waiting. And then this person's kind of like there. And it's like, I'm feeling this self-consciousness is the only word coming into my mind. Open to allowing is what I'm hearing. Open to allowing, being open to allowing things to happen, because there's the Queen of Wands right there. And look, here's the secret, this black cat, the taboo thing, the thing that people don't want to talk about. But the Queen of Wands, she's just living her life. So whether the secret comes out, whatever it is, whether you release the hurt from the past through vocalizing it or doing something that's helpful to you, either way, it's letting it go enough that you can receive the blessings that you deserve and live your life in ways that feel supportive to you, regardless of what it was or what happened. I feel like that feels like a whole reading that felt a bit like, it's only 16, no, I don't know why I read that way. It's almost 19 minutes, but it feels like it's been longer. I keep wanting to say maybe another card, but Spirit says that's it. So Capricorn, I hope that was helpful. I hope it was encouraging and kind of got us through some of the early start with the cards. If you'd like to explore your personal situation, private readings are available. We can do a live through Zoom. I also do recorded readings, so like this, but you can come to it anytime you want. You can pause it, come back to it, watch it again. It comes to you through an unlisted private link. So nobody else sees it except for you, unless for some reason I watch it back, which I usually only do that when I'm making sure that it sounds okay before I send it to you. I never re-record them. I just leave it as is, because what Spirit comes through with, even when it feels weird or awkward or whatever, to me, typically is the right message. I say typically, but it's the right message for you. These are general readings, so that doesn't always apply. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with us. If you're still here, please like, share, subscribe if you are called to do so. Those do help for the messages to get to more people and helps to grow the channel. I love doing this. This is something that I do for free outside of the business because I want to try to help others in ways that I can. And I will be honest, I do enjoy doing this. I hope that you take care. Feel free to leave a comment. Even an emoji gets me tickled. I keep saying that, but I mean it. And I hope to see you again in the future. Remember, because I'm feeling kind of like in my chest, like it's just tight. So if you want to, you can take a deep grounding breath with me and we will release before we say goodbye. Goodbye for now. All right, here we go. And I saw a ball of green with yellow surrounding it. So focusing on that heart chakra and solar plexus. Thank you so much, Capricorn. And until next time, whenever that is, I hope that you take care and I hope that helped.